Hi everyone, and welcome to Creative Chelsea. If you like this video, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up or commenting below. If you want to see more of my videos, press the subscribe button and then click on the bell for notifications. If you need any Stampin' Up! Products to make these cards, you can visit my online store and the link is in the description box below. When you purchase Stampin' Up! Products through me, you can earn free products. Check out my current customer appreciation products on my blog. The link is found in the description box below. Today I'm going to share with you September 2020 Sheetload of Cards by Call Me Crafty Al. Each month, Alicia from Call Me Crafty Al designs a fun template to create multiple handmade cards. Her designs are always fun and easy to use. She provides on her templates what type of products you need as well as the cutting dimensions. You can get your own copy of her template this month by visiting Call Me Crafty Al's YouTube channel. The information is found below in the description box. As a part of her design team, I get a sneak peek at her templates and then get to design and share my cards with you. Make sure to also check out the other designers on the team. Their links are below in the description box. So these are the cards that I designed using her template. You probably have noticed that they are a slimline design this month. And that just means that the card is designed in a vertical or horizontal way, but that you're using a thinner card front. So I'll just tell you a little bit about slimline cards if you haven't ran across them yet. So the idea behind them is that they are supposed to fit in like a business envelope. So it's like those long, I don't know what number they are, but the long envelope. And so they are usually cut to 7 inches in width, and then it's 8.5 inches in length. And so then that's scored at 3.5 inches. And so your card front is usually 3.5 inches by 8.5 inches. And so her design this month is just a really simple one. It just gives you an opportunity to do some stamping and decorating in the top, and then you use the 2 different types of pattern paper here to give your card some extra interest. So I'm just going to share with you what products I used to create these cards, and I wanted a really soft fall feeling. Sometimes fall can be really bold with your oranges, yellows, and reds, and I just really wanted a nice soft feeling, and I think that that feeling was accomplished using these particular patterns together. So the paper I used comes from the Gilded Autumn Specialty Designer Series paper. So you get some of those soft colors, and it has this really fun foil on them. And so you get like a gold and a copper foiling on that paper. So that's the one side. And then on the other side, there's no foiling, but you get more bold patterns here. And so what I used for my card was this crumb cake splattered with some early espresso, and then this softer, very vanilla with some of that copper and gold foiling on it. So those were the patterns I used from that designer series paper pack. And I list all the products I use as well as their item numbers in the description box so that you can easily find those and order them if you're interested. So when creating these cards, I used the Love of Leaves stamp and the coordinating Stitch Leaves dies. And I've got that here. And so you can see that Love of Leaves, and I just used the sentiments in the stamp set on my cards. I didn't do any stamping with these images, but I did use the Stitch Leaves dies, and that's where you can get those really pretty leaf dies from. And I love that they have that stitching in the center. And then the rest of the card is pretty simple. So I cut those leaves out of the new brushed metallic cardstock, and that comes in 3 colors. You have a bronze, a copper, and then a gold. And you can kind of see those 3 colors there. I've just really enjoyed using that product on some recent cards, and it's just a really fun accent that you can add. And then I just kind of arranged those leaves differently. They all have this really fun stitching, and they come in different shapes. I'm really, really loving that Love of Leaves bundle. Okay, so then another fun thing that I've used is that weave ribbon that is from the Forever Greenery Trim Combo Pack. And so that's just something that's been in the catalog for a while. It's just got that really soft, very vanilla coloring, and I thought it went really well with this card. So these cards really were pretty easy to put together. I really enjoyed just the simplicity of them. But I do want to share with you one little tip before I go. So I just kind of want to bring to your attention that this particular greeting actually is all vertical. And so I needed to change it so that I could get it in this width of cardstock. And so I wanted to share with you how I did that. So what you're going to need for this technique, you're going to want your greeting, and it's just going to place it on a clear block. Now this particular technique works so much better with photopolymer stamps. If you're using rubber stamps, it might be a little bit harder. It's still doable, but you just can't see exactly where you're stamping. You're going to need some ink, and I'm just going to use the early espresso, and then a piece of cardstock, and then you're going to want some washi tape. So what I'd like to do with this stamp is I'm just going to want to stamp Hope Changes first, and I don't want to stamp everything. And then the second time I stamp, I'm going to switch it and stamp only everything and not Hope Changes. So when I do this technique, I go ahead and I ink up the whole text or image, and then I take that washi tape, and I want a nice long piece, and I'm just going to cover up that part of that stamp that I do not want on my cardstock. So I'm just sticking this washi tape over my stamp where I do not want that particular word or image stamped. And you can see how nice and clean that is. Sometimes I have tried like wiping it off with baby wipes, but I sometimes would get a little bit of like a shadow image from the stamp. And so this just takes that whole issue away and gives you a nice clean image. So we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to ink that up and now cover the other side. Make sure it covers completely. And then you can go ahead and line that up how you want it and stamp. And then you have a greeting that fits in that smaller space. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing my version of this month's Sheetload of Cards from Call Me Crafty Al. Remember, you can visit her YouTube channel to get your own free template. And don't forget to check out the other amazing designers, and all the links are below in the description box. Thanks so much for watching. Have a creative day. Bye.